freaking war, you idiots.
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, I don't think anybody denies
it. They're a freaking war with us. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think anybody's denying that.
All right, they quit calling it terrorism. We're at war with Islam. Islam and Christianity are at war, and they're Marxists. There's three main cultural denominations. The Marxists are idiots. They want to just they dumbfied Europe already. That half of Western culture is gone. You know, it's like the Christians, libertarians in this country are being attacked by the Marxists, and Islam is at war with us. So we got three dominant cultures. The Marxists, who think that government is the answer to everything. The Islamics, who think you must all submit to Islam. And the Christian libertarians just say we should have the right to think and feel for ourselves. And that's what our founders were founded upon. And that's what this country is founded upon. But we're losing out to, you know, we're in a battle between the Marxists. We're caught between the Marxists and the Islamists. And that's where the battle comes in, man. It's in the Middle East. You know, I mean, it's like, but the Middle East goes there because, you know, the Marxists are ruling Europe right now. Europe, they have very little Christianity left. They said most of the churches are being taken over by the Islamists. So they're going to be fighting the Islamists. They're the ones really going to get attacked. You know, at least Trump's saying, hey, let's vent these people. Because there's some people coming over. And let's understand what liberty is about and what our founders wanted. You know, it's like we want a limited government, not maximum government. Well, we shouldn't be bombing over either.
I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen.
I think we're hitting WW3. I predicted by 2020.
Yeah, you said that before. Yeah, you said that before.
Trump's right.
What's that?
Trump's right. Got to bring it on, and we're past due, anyways. I mean, war is what the human race is about. You know what I mean? We fall into our soft little lives here. Americans are so spoiled, and so we got it easy. I could pop a beer and eat some oysters and grab some whatever I want to eat, and you know, it's like, but the rest of the world isn't, and they want what we got. Well, we got it because we had the liberty to produce it. You know, we had the individual sovereignty that wasn't interfered by subjective governments. In North Korea, they don't have the possibilities to produce because they must do what their dictator tells them. And in Venezuela, the sovereign dictator of socialism tells them, you must do this, and they're waiting in line for toilet paper. Nobody produces.
Yeah.
We need liberty to produce. You have to have liberty and limited government, and that's what we need to get back to. And our government's getting out of control. Trump's putting a freeze on them. I mean, I kind of like Trump in a way. He's the first guy, because I lost the bet, that I actually voted Republican and Democrat. I don't like either of those parties. I think they both suck. I think Jesse Ventura's right. They're two gangs that rob us, beat us, control us. You know, they need to get out of our lot.
Listen, you know this country is never going to go as far your way as you want it to, and it'll never go as far to the left as the
left wants to. And all I wanted to go is get less of it, get less of the federal government, bring it back and get less of the state governments, get more to communities. Let's get together in our communities, you know, and in our counties, and work with each other and put up help. Say, who needs health care? We're here to help you with health care. You know, it's like that's what we need to do.
What do you think about health care?
Well, health care, you know, health care should be at the community level. We should not have, it's like back in the days of the health care, when I was, 60s, I went to a doctor, my mom paid the doctor, and that was it. We didn't have, a government in between us, a government bureaucrat, or a insurance bureaucrat. But if you put the government and insurance bureaucrats between us, it just gets worse and worse.
He's against healthcare.
Yeah.
You should know that.
What?
He's against healthcare.
No, he's not against healthcare. He's against
the government.
Local healthcare. He wants.
States.
I'm against government and insurance companies. I don't like either big business or big government in between me and the doctor. Me and the doctor should be just like, hey, I go to that building over there. I live 3 blocks away. I'm in your local neighborhood. I don't need some insurance guy. I don't need some government guy getting in between us. And that's how it used to be in this country.
Yeah, we had discussed that the last time you called. I was talking.
You start those two guys in, and they just want to get bigger and bigger and richer, you screwed everybody. And that's the healthcare will never be solved because we got those two guys in the middle of us.
Yeah, you and I were talking about. I was, reminiscing about the 50s when I was a little kid, and my father never had health care, and that was like when the doctors still made house calls.
The 60s. That was brought on by big business. Now big business is saying, "Oh, we'll give you health care if you work for us," and then no, everybody wants the same thing. It's just bullshit.
Well, my wife.
Healthcare as
my wife.
You know what healthcare? And I told you guys before, healthcare should be run like the police department because the police are out to protect you. So you go to your local police. You don't have a federal police. You don't have a federal police insurance company. You just have a police protecting you. And if you get sick, the local community or the county should have health care to go to. And you should have doctors and nurses employed at the county level to take care of the sick. It's not hard to understand that, but they want to confuse you and make you think that you need buku insurance guys and buku government guys and everything's going to be all right. And you fall into their trap.
Well, my wife used to be in the medical field. She was a radiation therapy technician, and she said the problem with medicine now is that it's become a business.
Oh yeah, it is. And that's what I'm saying. Back to the locals. Get back to the basics. Get the insurance companies and the government, and just do it on a local level. You hire police to protect your house and communities. You can hire nurses and doctors to take care of the need. And we can get away from all this political bullshit. Because that's all it's ever going to be.
Well, unfortunately,
it's going to be. You're crazy, man. That's all it has been. And Trump, you could take it from Obamacare to Ryan Care or Trump Care or Rhino Care or whatever you want to call it. But if they let the government and the insurance companies run it, we're freaking screwed. And the third largest cause of death in America today, malpractice.
Is it really? That I didn't know. I knew that heart disease was first.
Go to Patient Power and you can learn more about it. A friend has really puts it out there because he lost some loved ones. And it's just, that's what we're up against. It's, you add it all up, it's a disaster. Healthcare is a disaster. And government doesn't have the government should say, put it back to the states, and the states should say, put it back to the communities. That's where it belongs.
Yeah, but then what you'll have is the more affluent communities will have better health care then
The more
those.
Apple, always gonna hey, listen. The more Apple winners are always gonna have better health care, including the Congress. They're not under any health care. They got the super premium health care, but that's what wealth brings you. I don't care about what wealth brings you. We're talking about you want to enrich all these idiots in government and in the healthcare insurance companies that are robbing us and raping us when we should be taking care of our own at the local community.
Well, I think when you think about.
Of course,
No, listen.
What if you have a bad heart attack and you have to go to the hospital? Who's going to take care of you then?
The hospital community. Your local community knows who's there. Your local community say, hey, man, we got to take care of each other. And that's what we got to get back to, those principles.
So who's going to pay the hospital? The community?
Counties. We have a wonderful hospital here in the county I live in, Lake County in Florida. And it's just a beautiful thing, And I got sick, and they took care of me. And people take care of each other around here. And that's where we need to get back to.
Well, when you say
we don't want to say, it's a mom that's going to take care of us. Are you crazy?
Do you say the hospital took care of you? They didn't charge you?
Well, they, it's like I didn't have insurance, and they took care of me.
Yeah, they charge.
But who's
But that's beside the point.
But who's paying for that?
We should have who pays for it? The local community, and the community steps up and takes care of each other. And that's what we need to do. We need to get back to you live in this county, sign up with your health thing. Go if you want. We got health. It's like if you're sick or something, just come to the health clinic. And we have it here in this county here. My wife, we can't afford a lot, so she'll go over to the health clinic of Lake County, and she'll get prescriptions, and it'll be only like $50 to go visit a doctor. But it's done by the community, and that's what we need to get back to: is community roots. It's like, why do you want giant government and giant insurance companies in between the doctor and the nurses and you?
Do you know how many people are going to die? My wife had cancer, and there was only like 4 hospitals in the country that could treat it.
Well, if she has that type of cancer, then the community can say, hey, she needs to go to better health care, but we'll send her over there, but we'll trade something off over here. Maybe we do something in this thing that does like autism, and we'll trade points off, and but the community will make sure that their people are taken care of. If the community couldn't handle the particular disease, the community can trade off and say, we're going to put somebody else, what community can handle this disease, and take it over there.
No, I don't know.
Well, you know what?
I think it's got to be at the minimum. At the minimum, it has to be state level.
And it's happening. Healthcare is an issue that isn't going to be won easily because it's a mess. Now, like I said, the third largest cause of death in this country is malpractice. Even our hospitals and stuff, they cut off the wrong legs. They do the wrong thing here. I mean, there's no answer in healthcare. When it comes to healthcare, the best thing is take care of your own health, and then hopefully, you don't need to go to these places. And if you do need to go to these places, you're going to be under tons and tons of, between paperwork and confusion and everything else, because that's all we got in healthcare today. If you think we have a perfect healthcare system, you guys are whacked out, man. And if you think Obamacare is great, you're whacked out. And if you think Trump's going to be the answer, you're whacked out. So I'm just trying to tell you both the answer.
Well, New York State.
If you think Obama is the answer, you're whacked out.
It's got to be
those two answers.
The minimum has got to be a state level. It can't go below state level.
Well,
I
at
think.
state level,